Hey guys, welcome back. Today on The Untidy Artist, I'll be showing you how to make Valentine fairy doors. These sparkly, whimsical little doors are to invite fairies into your home. If you are new to my fairy tutorials, please check out some of my other videos. I have some other fairy doors, as well as some other really fun fairy doll tutorials. Let's grab our supplies and get started. I'll actually be showing you how to make two different doors in this tutorial. The first thing you will need is a wooden shape for your door. I found this 4-pack at Hobby Lobby. These measure 2.5 by 3.5 inches. Then you will need some acrylic paint. I have some red and some pink here. And then for my first door, I have 3 types of glitter. I have a chunky white iridescent glitter. And then because we'll be doing an ombre colored door, I have a pink and then a darker reddish pink. And then some Podge Glue. And then for our second door, we'll be using these little paper doilies that you can find at just about any craft store during Valentine's. And then I've got some little shapes for the doorknobs. These were just little brads that I found in the scrapbooking section and some little stickers. And then I have some little wooden heart shapes that we'll be using just to decorate our door. And I got these in a big, huge pack. I've seen shapes like this at a lot of different craft stores. You can also use your imagination and use any type of Valentine's Day decorations that you find. Then you'll need a glue gun. Mine is set on low. And I have a foam paintbrush here for my glue and my acrylic paint. Let's get started. The first step is to paint your door. The first door I'm going to be doing is my ombre colored door with the glitter. And I'm doing this a pink ombre, so it goes gradually from one color to the next. So I'm painting my door pink. Give it a nice even coat, and I just put my paint directly on the door and then brush it in with my little foam brush. And do 2 coats on the front and the back, and don't forget to get the sides. Now to create an ombre effect, ombre is where a color goes from darker to lighter gradually, and so this will be our first color of pink, and then I have the 2 glitter colors that will gradually get darker. Once you have painted your door, let it dry completely, and the next step is to grab your Podge Glue, and I just squirt a little bit directly onto my door, and then using my foam brush, I gently work it into a thin, even layer. And now we're going to add our glitter. So grab the iridescent, big chunky glitter, and you're going to put it all over the entire door. Now I always use a piece of paper underneath so I can catch all of the extra glitter and put it back in my container as to not waste any glitter. One little trick I love is my hairdryer. I always use my hairdryer in my craft room, and it really helps with this step, getting my door to dry in between coats. So once that's dry, you're going to take your Podge Glue and you're going to paint half the door. So I find the halfway mark, and then I just gently kind of dab the brush over the door. You don't want to brush the glitter too much, and get a nice even layer of the glitter. And now we're going to take our lighter color of pink, and I'm going to sprinkle it all over my door. Make sure you don't have any glue on your paper underneath, or obviously the glitter will stick to it. And then you're going to let that coat dry. And once that has dried, we're putting our last layer of the glitter on. So measure the last 1/4 of your door. So where you just put the pink glitter, you're going to do just half of that. So the bottom 1/4 of the door, and then I'm taking my rosy red, which is just a dark reddish pink, and sprinkling that over my door, and ta-da, we have this gorgeous ombre glitter door. Now you can use an acrylic coating, just a quick spritz of the acrylic spray paint over it to make the glitter kind of be under control. Now it's time to decorate the door. So I'm going to take 2 of my wooden hearts, one just slightly bigger than the other, and I'm going to paint one of them pink and one of them red and layer them on top of each other. So paint each heart and then let them dry completely. And once they're completely dry, you're going to layer them on top of each other. So grab your glue gun, put some glue on the smaller heart, layer it right over the top of the bigger heart, and this just creates some dimension with the hearts. And then we're going to glue this to the door as a decoration. So right up at the top of the door, I'm just going to apply a lot of glue with my glue gun onto the back of the heart and glue it right onto the door. Now I'm going to use one of these sparkly little brads that I found. And I found this in the scrapbooking section. I like to use brads. These worked out really cute as door handles. So I just used some wire cutters to cut the back of the brad off. And this one had a cute little pearl on it. And then take some glue, put a dab of glue onto the brad, and glue it onto your door as a handle. And our first door is done. Now for the second door, I'm going to paint this one red. So the same way that I painted the pink one, I just apply the paint directly onto the door, and using my paintbrush, I put 2 coats on the front and the back, and once again, don't forget to get the sides, and then let it dry completely. This is where my hairdryer comes in handy. I just blast the door with my hairdryer until it's dry, and then I don't have to wait. I'm not very patient. When my door is completely dry, I grab my Mod Podge, and using a new clean brush, I spread some glue onto the top of the door evenly, and then I'm going to take one of my paper doilies, and I tried to find a doily that was small enough to fit on the door. Make sure to get the glue as even as you can, and then I just kind of put the heart on top of the glue, off center just a little bit, and then gently press the little heart doily around the sides of the door and to the back. And if you need to add a little bit more glue onto the back, I found this was easier than trying to cut it. It just wrapped perfectly around the door. And now, once it's dry, take some more glue, and we're going to paint the glue over the top of it again just to seal it and hold the little doily in place. So another thin, even layer, making sure that your doily is pressed down completely and there aren't any little air bubbles. And then while your glue is still wet, take some of your chunky iridescent glitter and sprinkle it over the top of your door just a little bit, just to add a little bit of fun sparkle. And it will adhere to the wet glue that's already on top of the door. And you can see it just gives it a really fun, sparkly look. Now the last step is to add a handle to our door. So I'm taking another brad and I'm cutting the backs off the brad, and then adding a big dab of glue. And I decided not to put any other decorations on this door. I thought the doily was fancy enough. And that's it, guys. You have 2 very romantic, sparkly little fairy doors for Valentine's Day. I love the glitter, I love the red and pink, and I was really excited with how these turned out. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please post those below. If you liked this tutorial, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I post new videos weekly. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.